Hello, everyone. Sufit here. I'm here today with Chuck Ticker, mediator and author of the popular book, Bobby Gets Bupkis, Navigating the Sibling Estate Fight. Chuck joins us today from thesiblingguy.com. Welcome, Chuck.
Hi, Sophie. Good to be back.
So, Chuck, my question for you today is why do so many celebrities choose mediation?
Well, I can think of a few reasons, and I think this would apply not only to celebrities, but to anyone involved in a dispute or in a state dispute. Well, I guess one of the main ones is privacy, because mediations are private. They're not reported in the law report, so they'll be posted all over the internet when the decision is rendered. Um, Parties can speak openly and candidly because everything is off the record at a mediation. So I always say, what happens at a mediation stays at mediation. Um, so if someone makes a settlement offer and it doesn't settle, you can't go to court down the road and say, "Well, mediation, you offered this." Okay, so everything is confidential,
So
and so
all the financial records and stuff would,
yeah, I was going
yeah.
to say, and also, all your personal information, financial information, uh, personal items that you don't want people to know about. If you go to court, all this is public record, and so people can read the affidavits and read the allegations and see the financial statements. And, so I tell parties, you really want the world to know your business and your dirty laundry? I wouldn't. And so that's a big plus. Uh, another reason why I think mediation it works is predictability. You can't predict what a court's going to do, what a judge is going to do. You can have one judge hearing the case and same witnesses, same arguments, rules one way, and the next day judge B, same evidence, same arguments, rules totally different. And that's actually happened recently here in Ontario, where two judges, same case on a written submission situation, came up with totally different decisions and results based on the same arguments and facts. And they were both those cases where decisions were published, which I'm sure has caused uh, the court some embarrassment. But
Yeah.
that's what it is. It's the reality. That's what I tell people. You don't know how judges are going to react. They're human beings. They're going to bring a certain viewpoint to the case, and you can't predict. So by going to mediation, the celebrities or anyone who's involved takes back control. Okay, the parties involved can craft their own settlement, not rely on a total stranger who doesn't know or care anything about their case. Um, and the other thing is, like I said, you can be creative. You can think outside the box. If you go to court, your court's very limited in how they can make a decision. It's based on how the case is framed and how the issues are set out. And based on legal precedent, they can only maybe have so much room to maneuver. At a mediation, you can start bringing in things that have nothing to do per se with the case, but they're important to the parties, and use that as part of the negotiation to reach a settlement. So the parties can be creative, and I guess celebrities being creative people probably would like that point about mediations. They can be creative and craft a settlement. And then, of course, there's just time and money. Although mediation is not inexpensive, it's a lot cheaper than a full blown out lawsuit, and people don't realize, the costs involved. And maybe for celebrities, money is not the main issue. It's not as important to them as their average person. But then again, I'm sure, they'd rather spend their money on something else besides lawyers. So, and then there's the time factor. Cases to get to trial take years. Everyone says they want their day in court. Well, it's not your day in court. It's your months and years waiting in court to get to a judge.
Right.
I think those are some of the reasons that celebrities, I think most people would want to would prefer mediation to the court process to resolve their dispute.
And there might be another reason as well. What about talk about preserving relationships? I mean, we're talking about siblings here, right?
Yeah, that's a very good point. Clearly, if you can resolve a dispute, um, and uh, and the parties that have a role in crafting the settlement, so they're engaged in the process and not just leaving it up to a total stranger. If they see that they can work together to come up with a compromise or a solution that works, you greatly increase the chances of preserving that relationship. Uh, and if it's not for the parties directly involved, what about their children? Okay, or the extended family, because they're often also caught up in this dispute, either directly or indirectly, where cousins stop talking to one another or seeing one another because the parents are involved in the dispute. So, the sooner you can get that dispute resolved, and if you actually have some investment in that settlement, I think it increases the chances of preserving the relationship. It may not be a perfect and warm and fuzzy relationship, but I think it's a better chance than if you go to a full-blown lawsuit.
Yeah, and you might need a kidney someday. I mean,
Right. That's what I've told clients in the past. I don't want anything to do with my sibling. I say never. You might need a kibling, kidling, a kidney one day from your sibling.
exactly. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. So you've told us some great reasons why celebrities choose mediation and why we should all choose mediation. Our guest today has been Chuck Ticker, mediator and author of Bobby Gets Bupkis, Navigating the Sibling Estate Fight. Chuck joins us today from the siblingguy.com. Please comment on this video. Please hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Chuck, thank you very much.
My pleasure.